day we have met again. We are privileged to be connected together once again. Welcome to Lighter TV. And today we are going to be learning something very beautiful. We are going to be talking about anger management. In the previous class, we talked about joy. Joy goes hand in hand with managing anger. If we do not manage anger, we cannot afford to be happy. So I want to welcome you in this precious day and this wonderful day as we discuss about anger management. And welcome to Lighter TV. I want to encourage you to subscribe. Call your friends as usual. Tell your friend something good is happening and inform him or her that the good news has just come and it's ready waiting for him or waiting for her. So when you get in quickly and subscribe, that will be so good, so that you can keep following and knowing what is happening and you will keep receiving. And of course, I am Apostle Michael Maliamungu. This is the Words of Wisdom program where we receive words of life, words that can sharpen us, make us have a great life, words that can help us to achieve what we are supposed to achieve. So you're supposed to be part of this. I want to welcome you. So today we are going to be talking about anger management, and this is a great subject I want us to pay attention to in today's word of wisdom. Every moment we go through the word of wisdom, we are picking something we believe can make life more applicable, more sweet, and more manageable. And I am privileged to have the opportunity to share with you the message of today. Each and every one of us, you, me, all of us, we all have something that can make us angry. There is what each and every one of us can go through in life, which can tear away our happiness. When we were talking about the lesson of joy, I told you that joy is so important for the soul. Joy is so important to the heart. Joy is so important for the peace of your spirit. But not everybody is joyful. Some people are very angry. Some people are going through experiences they have gone through. For years, they have not managed to be free. So today, as we talk about anger management, I want you to know that each and every one of us can get angry. Something can get you angry. Someone can get you angry. Situations can get you angry. Your unfulfilled dreams can get you angry. Your unmet expectations can get you angry. And sometimes workload can get you angry. Trying to do things without seeing the results can get you angry. But when we are angry or going through anger, what do we do? What should we do to manage that anger? What should we do to contain ourselves to be able to go through that session? Now, I want us to know that anger is a dangerous thing the devil can destroy our lives with. And before we go through what we may need to do to be able to manage it, I want us to know that anger is one of the things the devil can look for to destroy people's lives. And you may be a nice person, a friendly person, but then one day or something happens, you can destroy your marriage because of some anger that rises up without control. You can destroy your business. You can destroy your friendship. You can destroy your relationships. You can destroy everything just in the flame of anger, because we can easily be destroyed when anger takes a place. Now, we love to read the Bible because in the words of wisdom, we draw wisdom from the Bible as well. And the intention is to make sure that we find wisdom that can help us. I'm going to read a verse in Ephesians chapter 4, and I'll be reading verse 26 and 27, and I hope you will find life in this verse. It says, "In your anger, do not sin. Do not let the sun go down while you are still angry." Verse 27, "Do not give the devil a foothold." A very great verse. It says, in your anger, don't sin. I just told you every one of us can get angry. Every one of us can be pitched off by something. I don't know of anyone who can say I can't get angry. Somehow, somewhere, something will throw you off balance. But this Bible verse tells us that in our anger, we should not lead ourselves to destruction. We should not lead ourselves to let anger destroy us, because it can lead us to a place of destruction. And the verse 27 says, Do not give the devil a foothold. Now, this lesson may look simple, but it's very powerful, because sometimes the things just all of a sudden catch us off guard. And once things have caught us off guard, you were calm and peaceful. All of a sudden, something throws you off balance, and before you know it, you are in another world, you're in another realm, you are in another place. And this verse says, in that place, it is easy to give the devil a chance. And there are people the devil struggled to destroy, he could not destroy. Their businesses, the devil wanted to make sure he destroys them, he could not get a chance. Their families, the devil wanted to break, he could not get a chance to break. There are people living meaningful life, living purpose, hoping to achieve something in destiny, doing everything great, and they have done their best to put everything in order. And then one day something just happens, and a flame of anger rises. And if you have not found the wisdom to manage that situation within time, you will discover after a certain time, everything is destroyed. Maybe you're in prison, maybe you're wounded, you've gone to a level where you've hurt somebody, or somebody has hurt you, or you've gone to a place where what you took years to build just got destroyed in a moment. Maybe you struggled to build something, and you know, in the word of wisdom, we try to make life practical. We try to speak of those things we know are really practical in life. There could be things you struggled to build. It was not easy building them. It was not easy building that institution. It was not easy building that business. It was not easy building your life. It was like climbing up a hill. Then one day something makes you angry, and because you have not given it a second thought, you can literally destroy everything with your own hands. And you wake up another day, you're like, oh, what have I just done to myself? So it is important for us to know that we should manage anger. This is kind of not just like a preaching, not like an ordinary or a formal preaching. This is a word of wisdom, a word anybody can apply. And regardless of your religious affiliation, regardless of your political affiliation, regardless of your status in life, as I said, I don't know of anybody who can say that, well, me, I can't get angry. Every one of us can be pitched off by something, and that can eventually lead to destroying everything, as I just said. And the devil can get a foothold in a small thing, and before you know it, everything has been destroyed. So I want to say a few tips which will be able to help us to manage those moments that come our way and something throws you off balance from nowhere, and you are living peaceful with your wife, with your husband, you are living peacefully with your friends, you're living peacefully with your relatives, you're living peacefully with the people around you, and then all of a sudden something happens. We are learning in this class that there are ways of managing that without you losing your balance and without you throwing yourself off guard and losing what you're building. So I'm going to say a few things. Number one, the Bible tells us to go slow. It sounds little, but it's a big point. You know, when we are hit by something and it has thrown us to the place of anger, one of the wisdom the Bible tells us to take into consideration is the fact that we should go slow with the process. Because if we go on the speed of wind, there is a decision you can make you will regret later. There is a decision you can make now or make tomorrow. After some time, you're like, I wish I didn't make that decision. I wish I went slow. Yes, I was angry. Yes, maybe my wife hurted me. Yes, my husband hurted me. Yes, maybe things didn't go well for me at job. But then when you make decisions on rush, most likely you're going to make a wrong decision. And it's advisable that in the time when everything is throwing us off balance, it is very important to give room to think through, to give room for accommodating the situation, to give yourself some breathing space for your head to think well. There are moments when things just happen abruptly. You discover you're not in your senses. You discover like your real mind is not in operation. So give it time. And as you buy time, you begin to develop wisdom and direction for doing things rightly. And I'm going to give you a verse, or I'm going to share with you a verse to explain that. That is James. I don't intend to read too many verses, but just to make sure that we get what we are supposed to get, some verses are very important to read. In James chapter 1, verse 19 and 20, the Bible says something about us going slow. And as I said, this is the word of wisdom. Maybe your relatives offended you. Those close to you offended you. And people you count dear offended you. And something is boiling. Something is telling you, take action fast. You know, something is telling you, do it now, react now. But then, here we are learning something. Go slow. Give yourself time. James 1, 19 to 20 says this. My dear brothers, take note of this. Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. For man's anger does not bring about the righteousness or the righteous life that God desires. Be quick to listen and slow to speak and slow to get angry. What a wisdom. Now, in today's word of wisdom, I want us to take that. Viewer, this could be your word. This could be something that can make you safeguard what you've been building. You know, sometimes we take so much energy, we struggle to build things. You struggle to build your family, you struggle to build your small business, you struggle to build that institution, you struggle to build things, and it's not easy. We all know the difficulty of building things. Then in the process, boom, something hits you, and you will want to react bad. You will want to explode. You want to destroy everything. What took you 10 years to build, you can easily destroy in one day when you are off balance. But today we have learned, number one, when those testings come to you, when those moments come to you, first thing I want you to do as an act of wisdom is give yourself time. Calm down, relax, find a way to be able to neutralize the situation so that at the end when you make a decision, your decision is heavy and it can achieve something. One of the things sometimes I do when I find myself, as I said, everyone can be pissed off sometimes. One of the things I find myself doing when I feel like anger is knocking at my door, sometimes I walk away. I go alone. I spend time alone. Maybe listen to music. Find something that can work on you. Maybe listen to some music you love. Listen to something. For those of you who are maybe sports lovers, go and watch football. Go and do something. Come back when your brain is at least refreshed and you are able to sit down and listen to something. Go to pray, read the Bible, do something that can let you recover in the process. And as you're recovering slowly, buying time and giving it time, eventually you are likely to make a much better decision than the decision you could take at that very, very moment when you're burning in anger. If you make a decision at that very time when you're angry, you can kill someone without knowing. You can set your house on fire without knowing. You can commit suicide or kill someone next to you without knowing. You may do something in that flame, and all of a sudden, you find the police at your door. Even you're surprised. What has called the police to your door? It is because when you were very angry, you didn't give yourself time to make a decision. So, the Bible says, be quick to listen, hear so fast, and be a little bit slow to speak back, and be more slow to get angry. Somebody told me years ago as I was growing up, that the reason why God gave us 2 years and 1 month is so that we can hear more and speak less. That's a word of wisdom. We can be able to take in more, but what comes out must not be as fast as what goes in now. When you are able to listen fast and listen enough, but consolidate everything you hear and release with wisdom, you will save your life from many things. And when that person told me that word, I have treasured it. And maybe you can take that today. One reason God gave us 2 years and 1 month is so that we can take in so much, but digest it, consolidate it, run through it. and release out what you can release with carefulness. And when you do that while buying time, you will realize that while anger is something that infects and affects everyone, you will seem to look like a new breed of human beings. Because when everybody else is boiling and making reckless decisions, you are so composed, you're so calm, you're so organized, you're so gentle. You look like somebody that anger has never visited in life. And people will ask, are you in this world? Do you live in this world? Everybody else seems to react in one way or another. What is your method? Your method is simple. You buy time. When things have hit you, when you are all challenged and everything in you is provoking you to act, you buy time. You relax. You compose yourself up. You go slow. At the end, the decision you're going to make, I assure you, will be more mature and more organized than a person who makes decisions at the speed of wind when he's angry. So I hope that's an important point you've taken. The first thing we should take into consideration when we are very angry. Number two, the second thing I want us to take as a word of wisdom today, as an act of managing anger, is responding to things gently. Responding to things. The first point was buying time, going slow. But this one is different. This one is responding to things not the way you get them. Your reverse mechanism must be different. When you have gone through something that has hit you with fire, try to pour water. They say that when fire meets fire, you are left with ashes. But when the fire meets water, you can at least save something. If fire is burning across your way and you also send fire, believe me, when fire meets fire, all you're left with is ashes. But when fire meets water, the fire will die. And maybe somehow you can save something. Now, what is this point saying? This point is saying, when everything is causing you to be angry, find a way to be gentle. Find a way to be soft. Find a way to be nice if you can. Find a way not to respond to things the way they are happening to you. Find a way to do things differently. Now, there is a Bible verse that gives us that wisdom. Proverbs 15, verse 1 says something which I believe can help to clarify that to us. In Proverbs chapter 15, verse 1, the Bible says, a gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. What does that mean? A gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh response, what does it do? It also provokes anger. Just imagine somebody wakes up from nowhere, early in the morning, comes to your door and say, hey, you see, what have you done? And the person pours all the anger on you. And you also wake up, maybe you had your own hangover of anger. And you're also like, who do you think you are? Blah, 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 blah. Now you also throw a harsh one. Now, when a harsh one meets a harsh one, before you know it, the other one has slapped the other one. Before you know it, you're not ready to fight. You discover both of you already on the ground fighting. How you got there, you don't know. Before you know it, what started like nothing has already become something that catches the attention of everyone. So, number 2 point which we are going through, very important wisdom for managing anger is, when things hit you, try not to hit back. I know it's not easy. The things we are talking about are humanly challenging. Sometimes humanly you'll be like, what you're saying sounds good. Practically, it's not easy. I agree, it's not easy. Even me, as I speak it, I know it's not easy. But it's possible. We do not do everything in life because they are easy. There are things that must be done because it's the right thing. Whether it's easy or not is not a subject of discussion. I agree it can be hard. You can say, but how can I be nice when somebody is all hot? How can I be soft when somebody is tearing me into pieces? That is impossible. Yeah, you know, certain things are honestly not easy to do, but they are necessary to do. Don't choose to go that way because it's easy. It may not be easy, but go that way because it's necessary. Because if you don't, you may end up destroying your life. It has taken you many years to try to make this marriage work. It has taken you many years to make your studies work. It has taken you many years to try to make your business survive. It has tried to, like, you've taken many years to build what you're building. But then, one quick response to something that has provoked you can destroy everything in moments. So, it's a word of wisdom, and it's a precious one. And I believe you can appreciate this, and I believe you can take this into your diary and say, yeah, I think this makes meaning. Things are going to provoke you. Things are going to challenge you. The reasons, as you said, are many. It could be because your plans are failing. You put a plan 2 years ago, it failed. You put another one last year, it failed. You set new plans this year, they fail. And the continuation of those failures can reach a point and get you angry. You blow up from nowhere. And you can be hearing things that make you angry. You can be hearing responses that get you angry. You can be having experiences with relatives that get you angry. You can be having experiences with your bosses at job that get you angry. Anything can happen from any angle. But when things are demanding you to respond harshly, find a way to respond gently and softly. Because Proverbs 15 verse 1 says, a gentle answer turns away wrath, but harsh words, they provoke more anger. You see, it is easier to understand. If you're talking to somebody, the first word that came is harsh. The second one is harsh. The third one is harsh. By the time you reach the fourth one, even if you've been friends for 20 years, I'm telling you that friendship will crash. You will discover from nowhere you can't contain it. Why? Because harsh words kept going out. So, it is important for us to manage anger because it gives us room to allow peace to reign in our hearts, to allow joy to reign in our... It is one of the ways of fencing your life so that you don't allow things to tear you down. I told you in one of the early messages, I believe in people achieving purpose. I believe in everyone achieving destiny. I believe in everyone fulfilling their God-given purposes in life. I believe everyone is a potential contributor to human society. I don't believe anyone is useless. I believe everyone is useful. Everyone can contribute in life. Everyone can put something on the table of life to make humanity complete on the face of the earth. But you're not going to achieve those things when anger is eating you up every day. You wake up angry, you go to work angry, you go back angry, you go to bed angry, you try to sleep, you wake up in the middle of the night, you're angry. Every piece of your life is angry. My friend, you will not fulfill destiny. That anger will crush you to pieces. Yet, we are waiting for your manifestation. Yet, we are waiting to see the nice things come out of you. So, that anger must be managed. So, I've given you 2 points. First of all, go slow. Give yourself time. Buy time. The scripture we read says, be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to get angry. Number 2, give yourself soft and gentle response. It may not be necessary for the person who is hitting you or for the situation that is hitting you, but it is necessary for you. The situation is demanding you must react. But if you react, there are other things you will destroy. Wisdom will tell you, no, I will go slow. I will go gentle. I will not insult anybody. I will not yell at anybody. I will not do anything. I will just keep quiet and let things work out in the process of time. That is the second point. The third one I want to give you is get away from environments that can lead you to anger. Get away from things. If it is possible, give yourself space. If it is possible, give yourself an anger-free environment. Those kinds of environments exist. There are people who are all peaceful. Make those kind of people your friends. There are people who are peace lovers. You see, if you live around people who always want to be angry, and for some reason, maybe it's for psychological reasons or for experiences, or maybe for traumas that they have gone through yesterday, and the environment is all hostile, anything can blow up anytime, that kind of environment is most likely to mess you up as well. So the third point is, if it is possible, give yourself an anger-free environment. Build an environment where you can enjoy peace. Keep away, give yourself a distance. There is a scripture I want to read here. This is Psalm 37, and I will ask you to read Psalm 37, and verse 8 is the verse I want us to read. Psalm 37, verse 8. I believe this will give us something helpful here. Psalm 37, verse 8. This is what it says. It says, refrain from anger and turn from wrath. Do not fret it, it leads only to evil. Refrain from anger. It means keep away from anger. Give yourself distance from anger. Why? Because there is an evil it will lead you to. Keep away, give yourself distance. These are words of wisdom, and they are very important. And sometimes you will realize you have no intention to do a wrong thing. You have no intention to fight. You have no intention to hit at anyone. You have no intention to destroy somebody's belongings. You have no intention to destroy your hard-earned investment. You have no intention to spoil your relationship with God, with family. But then, the more you stay around an angry environment, an angry person, an angry situation, all of a sudden you will discover from nowhere you have done what you never thought you will do. You will be surprised. You're like, how did I even get here? The environment worked on you. The environment infected you. The environment reprogrammed you. The environment took over your identity and planted a different identity in you. You were a nice person. Everyone knows you are a gentle, calm person. Have you ever seen situations where somebody reacts and everybody is shocked and like, we have never seen this? All along we know this is a nice guy. This is a nice young man. This is a nice woman. This person has never reacted at all in any way. Then all of a sudden one day this person makes history. Reacts in a certain way you can't imagine. You don't even know what happened. And sometimes, while the causes could be many, one of the causes which should be managed is the environment. You live around in that environment for a long time. It is working on you, reprogramming you. Sometimes it may not be easy to live. Sometimes that may be the environment you are not supposed to live according to God's design. In that kind of situation, you must look for another alternative. But if it is possible for you to give yourself space from that environment, give yourself that space. It is going to allow you to recover. It's going to allow you to get better. It's going to allow you to breathe peace. It's going to allow you to develop a quality of life that can make you composed and you do what you're supposed to do, and you are all stable and you are able to achieve what you're supposed to do. Now, this is very important. Now I'm going to speak the last point and then later I summarize. The last point is flush anger out of your spirit. Flush anger out of your spirit. Find a way. The one you have already swallowed, the one you have already taken in, the one which is already boiling, find a way to flush it out. Get rid of it from inside of you. Empty yourself and do whatever can help you to do that. The method may not be the same for everyone. As I said earlier, for some people you may need to go somewhere and listen to music. For some people you may need to go and stay with friends for 1 week. Come back when you have been reprogrammed. For somebody, you may need to go to church and let them pray for you. For somebody, you may need to meet a counselor. You may need to meet someone to talk to you. You may need to, I don't know what may work for you. But the point stands. Find a way to flush anger out of you. You have seen the signals of anger. You have seen what anger can do. You are hearing things talking to you, and every day something is telling you, do this, do this, do this. How long will they keep doing this to you? How long will they keep insulting you? You know, you act. Also show them you're a man. Show them you're a woman. You see, as that keeps talking, one day it will lead you to action. The wisdom of today is find a way to kick it out. Find a way to empty yourself, like get it out, flush it out. And when you deal with it accurately and precisely, somehow you will realize you are free, you are composed. And the stage comes, you are able to perform excellently. And as I said, you are able to perform and achieve purpose, achieve destiny. There is so much inside of you. God has gifted you with so much. God has blessed you. You're gifted, you're talented, you're anointed. There is wisdom in you. There is skill in you that can change the world. There is something so special in you that can make our world better. But anger can reduce it to nothing in a single moment. And it is because of that in today's word of wisdom, our lesson is in making sure that anger must be managed. Anger must be contained. Anger must be given attention. Anger must be imprisoned before it imprisons you. Because if we don't do that, you discover one day every hard-earned sacrifice you have put, every hard-earned investment you have put can literally be destroyed in one, even sometimes one day is too much. You can set that house on fire with your own hands because of anger. You can do something so foolish that will keep you in jail for 10 years. You will come out of jail when your life is destroyed. Your youthful years are gone. And what pushed you to jail for 10, 20 years? One foolish decision you took when you were boiling in anger. That must make us realize that managing anger so that we fulfill purpose is very important. So, in summary, I said, how can we manage anger? How can we contain anger? In today's word of wisdom, as we emphasize, I gave you these few points. Number one, this is summary now. Number one, go slow. Things will happen to you, I assure you. I'm not trying to be a prophet of doom, but I assure you, things will happen to you. Things will mess you. People will mess you. Situations will mess you. Your own failures will mess you. But go slow. Don't make decisions in a rush. Buy time to find healing. Buy time so that you can be on your feet. So that at last when you make a decision, your decision will be very mature and it will not lead you to regrets. Number two, I said, give yourself gentle response every time you hit with hot experiences and fire. People will throw words your ears don't want to hear. Find grace to respond gently. Sometimes not because that person deserves a gentle response, but because you need a gentle response to guard what is in you. So don't fire back the way everyone is firing at you because you have something to guard. There are people who have nothing to protect in their lives. There are people whose I don't care attitude is so much to the point that they live to protect nothing. Even if they destroy everything in their lives, they don't care. That is not you. You are a man of wisdom. You are a woman of wisdom. You are a young person who is full of destiny. You are a young lady destined to go far. You cannot afford to live careless. You cannot afford to throw words like everybody is throwing. Be all control. When you find terrible words, respond kindly for the sake of guarding what you have. Thirdly, yes, I said, what you should do is make sure that you keep away. Keep distance. Distance is good. Sometimes distance solves problems. Distance is like time. Sometimes it heals things. Sometimes when things are not working for you here, go to another town. Go to another city. Go to another land. Maybe something is going wrong between you and a brother, something, or within your brotherhood in the family line with your sister. Sometimes a small distance is okay, not to make you hate the person, but to allow you do better things. And finally, make sure you flush out what you know is inside. What you know you have already swallowed is eating you and talking to you. Those things, get rid of them, because if you don't, the person who is going to lose will be you. So this is the lesson of today. This is the word of wisdom of today. This is what we believe can help life. In the word of wisdom, we speak those things we believe can help us to achieve life, to achieve destiny, to fulfill purpose, and to let the will of God be done in our lives, to let you become what you're supposed to be. God has brought you to this world as a gift. You are an answer to this generation in some way, in a certain way. You may despise yourself. You may say you're useless. You may think the useful people are the others, not you. My friend, you are a very useful person. You are so resourceful. There is a reason why you are here. If you were useless, God would have allowed you to die at birth. If you were useless, you would have probably died at your mother's womb, or you would have been, a miscarriage would have taken place. But God kept you up to today because you are useful to this generation. In a certain way, you are an answer to something in this generation. So because of that, we need you alive, we need you functional, we need you in good shape. We need you in a position where you are able to deliver the best of yourself. And to be able to deliver the best of yourself, make sure anger is always managed. Because the things will come to you that will provoke you, that will frustrate you, that will throw you off balance. But whenever anger is managed, the best of you is on its way coming. Thank you so much for being part of today's show. Catch us again. We are here every Monday and Thursday in Lighter TV. And please follow Lighter TV. Lighter TV is a great TV and having many great programs. Follow the news, follow the activities, follow the updates, follow the words of wisdom. Please subscribe. If you didn't do that at the beginning, please, I encourage you, just go right now and hit the subscription button so that anytime anything good is happening in Lighter TV, you're quickly notified. Thank you so much. See you again next time.